The Sunday early game, Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay. You run around the league, you talk to different people. Everybody feels like this is a Tampa Bay blowout game. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I want to see how the Buccaneers start. I don't know why, but I feel like there's still more Antonio Brown hangover that we have not experienced yet, more on the field. I want to see now how you're going to redial this offense with a number, like, fine, Gronk, Mike Evans, but I want to see how you're going to redial it with other role players now who Tom Brady is going to have to elevate. Look, they're getting healthy. Levante David, Gio Bernard. It's going to be some guys that come back into the fold for them, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not discounting they could absolutely just house the Eagles in this game, but I guess I'm just going to be really focused on, let me see what Tom can do on the offense to help elevate some of these pieces, because Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin not being there totally changed the complexion of what I felt like that team could be in the playoffs.
This is a very fortuitous draw for Tampa. It's the best situation going, I think, even more than getting the bye, because they have to reinvent this offense a little bit. They have to get guys going. They have to figure it out. And Philadelphia is the easiest team in the playoffs, in the NFC at least, to do that against. And so this is a chance to answer all those questions, get some momentum, and get going for when the real heavy lifting happens. And if they can't do it against Philly, they weren't going anywhere anyway. So I'd rather, if I'm Tampa, play Philly than be sitting at home like Green Bay. Okay. I just think they have work to do.
I agree.
Not ideal to have work to do on a wild card weekend, but at least you're playing a team that you should be able to defeat.
Right. That's a good point. Sunday afternoon, San Francisco at Dallas. I keep hearing all this stuff about San Francisco being the worst possible draw for Dallas, all these. I can tell you this right now. This is how I feel about this game. If San Francisco can run the ball successfully, they could definitely absolutely win this game. But I'm telling you right now, if Dallas somehow stops San Francisco from running it, Deebo Samuel being part of that, the stable of running backs that Kyle likes to kind of run through. Jimmy Garoppolo, you cannot convince me Jimmy Garoppolo could have a good game. If he has to throw 30 times, 35 times against the Dallas defense, you can't convince me Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a good game against Dallas's defense. I think they will eat him alive if this is a Jimmy Garoppolo game. And I think Dallas knows if we can stop the run and force Jimmy to play perfect, we're going to end up winning this game.
You try to make Jimmy Garoppolo beat you, no question. And I think that's what Dan Quinn and Dallas will try to do. If we're going to lose, let's lose that way. You need a good performance from your offense. A lot of pressure on Dallas, a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
And San Francisco can just be it's just a rough defense to have to play against. So they need to get it going. But if they can get up on a lead, I like Dallas's chances, obviously, a great deal here.
Dallas much rather would have played Philly. I mean, there's no question. Monday night game. The big Monday night game.
Here we go, baby.
The playoff Monday night game. Here we go. The Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. For Matt Stafford, stage has never gotten bigger. This is it. This is the biggest stage ever he's ever been on. It's the first Monday night football game in playoff history against the Cardinals. Everything's riding, prime time. Everybody's going to be watching this game on Monday night. Stafford has a chance to kind of break away from all the critics and finally show, hey, okay, I can show up, put a big game up, play well. I'm not just an upgraded Kirk Cousins. Or look, I'm just telling you, if he falls apart in this game, what's going to happen is people are going to look at him and they're going to go, got a better arm than Kirk Cousins, but he's a stat packer. Same thing. He's just a stat guy. Like, he's great, exquisitely talented, but he's not going to show up when you need him. There's a lot of different elements in here. The defense for the Rams, a lot of different things we can talk about. I think this is so important for Stafford's legacy that it's just not even funny.
Ungodly important for Matthew Stafford. Oh, my Lord. You have to win a playoff game. Never won a playoff game. Matthew Stafford's a good quarterback. He needs to avoid the pick. He threw a ton of interceptions, I think 20. This is one of those ones where, it's not fair, right? It's like, well, he can't do it. Well, I mean, he was with Detroit a long time. He should have done better, but whatever. My guess is like they lose and he comes back and does something great in 2 years, but it's certainly possible. But yeah, you're at home, you won the division, you got all the talent, you've got to have a big game. I think he will. I think he's going to win this game. And the damn Cardinals, they're horrible at home. They're great on the road for some reason. So they ain't going to care.
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's the game that cancels out all the, he was playing with Detroit stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. After this one.
Here it comes. It's going to be great.
Can't say that anymore. So either you win or you lose. You lose here. We're done with he was playing with Detroit. Now it's like, this is just who he is.